Hello guys and welcome to Wolf Nation. My name is Mo and today I'm going to continue with My Hero Academia Season 3, this time episode 22. So, let's just dive into it guys.
A lot of people passed.
Where is it?
Doria.
My name.
Who was under him?
I passed. I did it, all
Of course
right.
he did.
Right.
I'm on the board!
Thank goodness.
What a relief.
Magnifique. I did
So
it.
far almost everyone.
Another small step toward being a
What
pro.
about Bakugo?
Killed it. Right on.
But,
No.
He did it?
You're she. No.
Yeah,
It's not
kind of
there.
figured. He should have
I
expected.
failed. It's over. I'm sorry. It's my fault that you didn't pass the licensing exam.
I like this
My
guy.
focus was too narrow-minded. Forgive me. I've tried to ignore that I'm
They
my
were
father's
both
son,
my fault.
but it's something I must come to terms with if I aim to be a hero. You're fine. I was the one who got us off to a bad start. But still, and thanks to the things you said to me, I have a lot to think about.
Be more careful what you said. Words are important, you know.
Their own egos are their worst enemy.
Shut up.
Looks like our class hierarchy is collapsing.
Good job, Tinya.
Kicked off points when you did something wrong. Fall below 50 and you were done. These demerits are itemized on your result forms as you'll see, so I'd look at them.
61 points? I barely made it. Whoa, I got 84. Look at that, guys. It turns out I'm actually kind of great at this stuff.
He's good at wrestling.
Momo, you got 94 points?
What about you, Ida? How'd it go?
I ended with 80. Overall, it seems my weak points were in practical application. What about you?
I got 71 points. It looks like they mostly docked me for some of the stupid things I said at the beginning and for times when I was just kind of standing around. Since this was a demerit system that didn't give anyone the chance to add points,
Yeah, so it didn't.
there was no hope of passing after someone fell below 50. So why let those people continue to fight until the end? Why not take them off the battlefield
I
when they
guess to
failed?
learn.
Anyway, moving forward, those of you who pass can exercise the same authority as pro heroes, but only during emergency situations.
Sweet.
No direct
So
orders.
pretty much what Class 1A
Keep in mind
has
that
been
your
doing.
every action from now on carries with it a deep responsibility toward bettering our society
Not a
and that the
license.
world is watching you. And as for those who fell short and did not pass, we don't have time for you to feel bitter about your loss. Instead, we offer you a chance to redeem
Okay.
yourselves. After you attend a 3-month-long special course and pass an individual test, we plan to issue a provisional license to those of you who failed as well.
That's not bad.
In order for us to reach the idyllic future that I just spoke of, we're going to need as many good heroes on the streets as we can get.
That picture.
Deku, are you crying?
Yeah, well, you know, this is a lot. So many people have helped me get to this point, and some of them went through a lot of trouble to do so. Meaning, how do I put this? It's like this is proof I've matured and gotten stronger, and it makes me so happy. I need to show this to my mom and All Might as soon as possible!
Roki, I'll see you at the special course, but here's the thing. Honestly, nothing's changed. I still don't like you. Sorry. That's all for now.
Wanted to talk to her about it so that I can understand how it worked. Do you have any idea where she might be?
Bodysuit. Oh, you mean Kami. She said she wasn't feeling too well and took a cab to the station so she could go home.
Oh, I see. Too bad I didn't get the chance to ask.
Actually, she's been acting kind of strangely
What's
for the
going
past
on
few
with her?
days. A little different from her usual self, I'd say.
She working with the villains.
It's about time you picked up. Where are you right now?
Oh,
I had the most wonderful fun
that was
today.
Toka.
Don't get so lost in your role that you slip up. There's too much at
How
stake
she
to
able
get
to
caught.
do that though?
No,
Then?
don't worry. I've never been caught in my life. I've been close.
No wonder she
And my mission was a success.
was all on top of.
Tora's gonna be so happy. I managed to get some of Izuku's yummy blood.
Himiko Toga. Her quirk transform. By ingesting someone's blood, she can transform into that person.
Oh. Oh shit.
One thought about activating my quirk, and I'll likely be put down like a rabid dog. Imprisoned deep underground, smothered by layers of high-tech security. Not even a bit of
And I
stimulation for
still
my
don't
mind.
trust that you're
The
100%
world
locked up.
likens this place to something out of a Greek myth, calling it Tartarus. That's the name of the underworld prison where kings and
Tartarus.
titans were punished. Escaping would be a struggle even for me.
You're trapped here. You'll
Said
never
a struggle, he didn't say impossible.
I'll let you believe that.
I want answers.
Tell me where Tomura
I wonder
Shigaraki
who
is
uses
hiding.
the bathroom.
Haven't the slightest. Unlike your bird, mine left the nest and makes his own decisions. After you appeared, my infinite potential suddenly became finite. It's normal to pass your work onto someone else when the end is near. Think of it as inheritance, like the estate you pass down, or the well-sown field planted by one person and cultivated from generation to generation. I'm just trying to do what everyone else on this planet is already doing, nothing more.
Don't like him,
Right
but
about now, the media's
his-
concern about your absence is mixing with their worry about Endeavor as the new de
his
facto
theme
leader.
song or
It's making them question the unity of
choir.
their society.
it's pretty badass.
Meanwhile, those lurking in the shadows have been listening closely. They sense the growing instability caused by the vacuum you left and are compelled to act. They think this could be their chance to change how the world works and are starting to band together. If it plays out as I intended it to, then I know everything that's going on outside these walls. Do you know what I love
It's not
most about
stupid.
this? Any rise in crime moving forward is due to you concealing your fading strength. And now you won't be able to save anyone.
I won't be dying anytime soon. Especially not by Shigaraki's hand.
Fuck yeah.
I will not be killed so easily. And I refuse to let the future you imagine come to pass.
You said you came to set a few things straight, but this is really what you wanted to say.
Time's up, sir. Please exit.
I'll smash your plans and thwart your plots. I am relentless. You're the one who will watch helpless from a cell for the rest of your days.
Rest of my days, huh?
I like the sound of that.
I didn't understand what you meant back then because what you were saying made no sense. But still, you kept climbing higher and higher, always looking so satisfied with yourself. Ever since that sludge villain. No, it actually started when All Might came to town. Better and better. Until finally you passed the licensing exam while I failed.
That was on you,
How
but
the hell is that even possible?
That wasn't a matter of ability, though.
Shut up and listen, you damn nerd!
Sorry.
I've been giving it a lot of thought. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power.
put it together.
I heard about the boss villain. Apparently, he has the ability to steal a person's quirk and give it to somebody else. Which sounds kinda crazy, but then one of those old cat ladies had her power taken from her. It can't work anymore. And then you met All Might, and you started changing. Then he lost his power and had to retire just like her.
Well,
I
he didn't
remember what he
lose
said
power
after he
because
beat
of
the
that.
big bad. We all heard it.
It's pretty
It's your turn.
Back then, you were the only one who really understood what he meant. You're not trying to deny anything.
Can't really
That must
deny
be
it.
Right. So say it.
He said he wanted to talk about my quirk. I knew what was coming. This is the price I pay for not following All Might's instructions. Okay, what if it's true?
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up. But I was the one who had the potential. Then somehow a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. And I didn't even realize it. That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here. Right now.
Bakugo. So guys, that's My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 22. So Bakugo, he figured it out. It made sense, you know. He's been teetering on, you know, realizing where Midori got that information from. I mean, not information, where he got that quirk from for a while now. I believe back in the school festival, or school tournament or whatever, did he say something along the lines like, "You're All Might's love child," or whatever? So he was putting the pieces together, and he's not stupid. And he pretty much laid it out how he figured out. Like, when All Might beat All for One, when he was like talking to the camera, he was talking to Midoriya when he said, "It's now your turn." Midoriya was crying, and I feel like, I don't know. I want to say like this is a step back in the progression and the growth in Bakugo. But I don't know. I feel like this is something he would have done more in the past. It started to seem like he was more accepting of Midoriya and realizing that he just needs to focus on himself and getting better. But now he's just pissed that he lost or he didn't get his license, and he's just like, we're gonna settle this, I'm better. And I don't know, I don't really like it that much, but I'm definitely excited for a fight between those two. And then we had the whole conversation between All Might and All for One, which All for One was right about a couple of things. He was right about that the crime rate is going to increase, that people are going to start plotting, not people but villains. He was right about the whole reason that All Might wanted to speak with him was to tell him that he's not going to let him succeed, and that he's going to, prevail, even if he's not, a hero right now. But yeah, they made a point to say how strong and how secure TARDIS, I think that's what they called it, the prison that All for One is in right now. And it looks pretty secure, but he's getting out. I just know it. And then Toga, turns out she was Kamen, whatever, that girl in the bodysuit that Midoriya wanted to talk to. That was actually Toga. Well, I wonder how long it was Toga, because we learned about her quirk. If she takes a drop of blood from someone, she can then become that person. But how long can she become that person? Is it like in Harry Potter? Just, wears out after a while. Or she just can be as long as she wants. How long has she been her? Like, was it before the tournament? Was it in between the tournament? It had to have been at least before that fight with Midoriya, because that's how she got his blood. And what are they planning to do with Midoriya's blood? Is it just something like to tarnish his name, or like she becomes Midoriya and then does a bunch of evil shit, and then that just tarnish Midoriya forever, unless he's able to prove it wasn't him, and then people are going to start doubting if it was him or not him, and then we're going to see who's actually going to have his back or not. Or it could be something else, like they just want to know like more about his quirk and maybe infuse it with another Nomu or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was a good episode, and I like that Todoroki and Yorashi, they're gonna have a chance to retake. Was it retaking a test, or it's just like the special class, and then if they pass, either way, 3 months from now, they might have their license, so that's gonna be cool. So yeah, the best that we can hope for, or best I can hope for, is that Bakugo lets off some steam. He has his little fight with Midoriya. Maybe Midoriya loses and he feels a little bit better about himself, and he keeps the secret to himself. If Midoriya wins, maybe he gets humbled. Can't say that with a straight face. So yeah, guys, send me in the comments, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Till next time, guys.